I'd apologize that I'm a little bit dark right now with the lighting, but I figure you get to appreciate the sparkles of my eyeshadow more, so it all evens out. If you want to watch this month's Deck of Panning update, then please keep watching. My name is Alyssa, and I am doing another update for this Deck of Panning project, which was started by Emily of Emily and Max here on YouTube, but she got the idea from a book project from Books with Maddie. So you draw cards, and each month there's a board that Emily makes with different prompts, and they rotate through, and you try to do some panning ideas and all with your makeup based on those prompts. So it's really fun. A lot of us get excited to be able to draw the new cards and see what we're gonna get. I'm usually pretty good about finishing all of my prompts each month. I try to think about, practical goals for myself. If I was to say, I'll use a highlighter 5 times, that's way too easy. If I want to use it 50 times in a month, that would be really hard to do. So, I try to do things like, 30 uses for something or 20 uses for in a month, that kind of idea. The way I structure my videos is I'm going to go over what I worked on last month, how it went, and then I'm going to have another part where I draw the new cards and see what new stuff gets brought in. Now I will say that there is only one more month of this, so whatever I'm drawing in, if there's a long haul item, it's not really that long of a haul, so there's that. So this time, initially I drew a card that was for foundation. I don't own any foundation, so I instead just let myself pull another card. And when I did that, I got a 10 of clubs, which was glittery. So I figured this Super Shock shadow I have is certainly glittery, as you can see. And I made a goal to use it 10 times, which maybe for some people wouldn't be that hard, but for me, it can be. And so I did use it 10 times. And after the uses, it was 12 and 99/100ths of a gram. So it didn't change that much, but you really don't need a lot of this to get a big impact. So it's okay. I was hoping at the start of the year, maybe I could finish this shadow this year. It's not gonna happen, but my goal I think will be to finish it next year. Next, I drew a King of Hearts. And so for that, you had to hit a pan, and I decided to bring in one of my eyeshadows, and it is right here, called the Cosmos from Terra Moons. And I also have another picture too, but oh wow, you can really see the pan in the middle there. I knew I was fairly close, although it ended up taking me, I didn't write down, I just was looking to see, I didn't do a tallies, but I wanna say it took me at least maybe 6 or 7 uses or more, which if you see the before and you see that, it was already pretty far down in there, and it is a very flaky shade, but, and it's the last shade that I put on top of everything else. So there are things underneath, but it is like the extra sparkle that you're seeing. So it is a favorite shade, and I'm excited to have a pan in it to show that. Next was the 7 of Spades. I had to draw a random letter, so I got W. And so I pulled out my Wet n Wild highlighter in the shade Don't Flutter Yourself. I have just been trying to work on it, mostly in this project throughout the year. Anytime I can pull in a highlighter, I either pull in this one or have a couple others. I don't wear them normally. It's not a part of my everyday makeup life. I will use it on my cheeks sometimes for a project. Usually it's just in my inner corner, and I've had them for a long time. Eventually want to be able to use it. It's still working fine. So there you go. Did do I'm sorry, this one was for 15 uses, which I did manage to do. Then Queen of Diamonds, I had to then pick another diamond. So I did the one that was favorite color, which my favorite color is pink. So I chose my NARS blush, this little deluxe sample, and I wanted to use it 20 times. I have to say, I did not actually use it 20 times. I used it 17 times and marked it as done. Do you know why? Ta-da! It's completely gone. I finished it up. I have a repressing video because it was getting hard to use with it like on the edges. So I can link that so you can watch me repress it. And then, yeah, it's all done. So very exciting. And then finally, I can't really show you anything for this one. The next one was Four of Hearts and for travel. So I had put, because I had bought these Sydney Grace singles with the hopes of using them for travel. And I've been working through trying to use every single shade that I got 5 times each, which it was 56 eyeshadows. So that was going to take a while. And my goal was just to finish 4 more of the ones that I hadn't yet. And I did do that. And I can tell you exactly how well that all went in a video that will go up soon, where I'm going to update you on the using those eyeshadows projects. So I will save some of those thoughts for that video. But yeah, so that is all the items from last month. And now I get to pick for the new month. Okay, we have the new board, and there are definitely some that look interesting, some that I would probably have to skip. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna draw my cards. All right, I made it through the whole year without getting a joker. So let's see what these give me. So 10 of clubs, influencer, collab, or brand. 5 of diamonds, in it for the long haul. Okay, so here's the thing there. Obviously, the long haul, we just have another month of this. So I'm just gonna maybe pick something that I plan on just maybe using every day, or you know, something along those lines, something that would be like a month of work. 9 of spades, affordable. A black jack is a powder product. And then 2 of spades, SPF. I think I might actually draw something else, just because my SPF, I already use it every day, so that seems like a cheat, you know, to like do that. So let me just, whatever the next one is. Seven of Hearts, astrology sign. Okay, let me think about these and make some choices. Okay, I am back and I've made my choices. So this was a little tricky, but I tried to make it work. So the first 2 things I was trying to decide between were for the influencer, collab, or brand, and then the astrology, because the only thing I have for both of those that I could think of was this loose pigment. And this was a collab with Kathleen Lights, and the pigment, it's the crab, so this was part of like a zodiac thing. So I need to get a weight for this, I just realized, so I will do that. But yeah, I decided to go ahead and use this for the influencer. So I've been having to use it a lot for different projects, so I decided to be nice to myself and just use it 5 times for this next month, because that basically is, well, once a week plus an extra use. So, you know, just to give it a little bit of love at the end of the year. Then for astrology, I'm like, you know what? I don't have astrology other than that. I was trying to think of other things. I decide, well, astrology makes me think of constellations. And with constellations, I have different eyeshadows that are kind of, you know, with stars and space and all that. I decided to use this eyeshadow from Terra Moons called Halley's Comet. And Oh, well, I guess you get a little swatch of it right here. So a lot of times it shows up blue. I've been trying to figure out the best way of getting the pink to show. So maybe I can figure that out over this month. I'm going to have myself use it basically 2 times a week, which will work out to 8 uses. So we shall see, but this is definitely a favorite because I love pink eyeshadow and I love sparkly eyeshadows. So that was for the astrology. Next, I picked for affordable. I have this blush that I want to give a little more love. And so it's from e.l.f., so definitely affordable. It's my only blush that doesn't have pan in it. And I want to use it for 15 times. I feel like, I don't know if that'll get me to pan. I can kind of feel the rings a little bit, but just to show it's not really, yeah, I can't really. Now I've got sparkles all in there. Oh well. And you can kind of see it's a pretty nude one. So, but I think this will be a good blush to use at this time of year. So yeah, 15 uses. And I guess I can weigh this one too, just to see. Then for powder product, I am of course bringing in a highlighter because I like to do that in this project. So this time I'm bringing in my Blossom Glow, which this is very much like the one NARS blush that I just finished, although it's a lighter type of pink, which I think will be good for me for this time of year. Because I definitely have no type of tan at all at this point. So again, I'm going to do 15 uses. So we'll see before and after for the weight. And finally, for long haul, I wasn't sure what I was going to do. Remember, like if I got something like that. And I have this eyeshadow from ColourPop called Tea Garden. And I want to see if I can finish it by the end of this project, or at least by the end of this year. So maybe I'll give, an update, with this project to show like if I didn't finish it, but like, there really isn't that much time left in the year after the project anyway. So we shall see. But yeah, that is my long haul pick. So exciting kind of, things to work on, I think. I mean, I'm not super excited about the pigment just because I feel like I've been doing this a bunch recently, but it's fine. But yeah, the other stuff, I'm definitely excited to get some uses on. So if you haven't already, then you can subscribe so you can see when I update and how I do. And also give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Thank you so much for watching. And until my next video, I hope you will be doing well, and I will see you then. Bye!